Nice and hot right now. Things are going to cool down just a couple hours though, so stay hydrated if you are heading out to that concert. Live in Pismo, things are looking a little bit hazy as we see that sunset, and in downtown Bakersfield still staying in those upper 90s. We're about 10 degrees, more than 10 degrees cooler over in Tehachapi, and current conditions are looking very similar over in Mojave. Winds staying 22 miles per hour there. Still triple digits as we look towards Southern California. 103 right now in Palm Springs, 107 in Barstow, and then a cooler 88 up in Mammoth Lakes, and look at that gorgeous lower 70s along that central coast. Our storm shield Doppler though is scanning clear. A little bit of ground clutter, as you can see that bright green there and up north, but that is not to be confused with precipitation. It is only ground clutter, and that's all that we are seeing because we are staying nice and dry from high pressure off the coast. Really going to keep us above average, hotter than we've seen yet this year, and that's going to continue absolutely all week. 97 right now, and our high today was just a degree warmer, and that's a good 4 degrees warmer than our normal, which is what we saw yesterday. So things are climbing up surely but steadily, and that's, like I said, going to continue throughout the entire week as we are not quite in a heat wave, but I'll get to that in just a second. Air quality index looks moderate into tomorrow. It's good right now, but it will fall a little bit due to that haziness and high pressure. 89 for a high in South Lake Tahoe tomorrow, cooler 80 in Yosemite, 107 in Sacramento, 108 in Fresno, and then looking down the central coast, we're going to see mid-70s in Santa Barbara and Ventura, and even 60s up in Morro Bay and Pismo Beach. It's going to be gorgeous there tomorrow. And then what about in Southern California? Well, triple digits in Palm Springs, of course, 72 in San Diego, and a little bit of cloudy skies over in Anaheim as well as Los Angeles, but much cooler conditions there with the highs of 76 there. Here in the valley, triple digits, of course, all across the board. 105 in Arvin as well as here in Bakersfield, 106 in Wasco and Delano. Overnight lows there staying nice and hot. Not much relief to catch there in the 70s. 94 in Tehachapi, 103 in Lake Isabella, and then of course in the Desert Ridgecrest, 111, 105 in California City. Now the big question that everyone is asking is this technically a heat wave? Actually, technically it's not. Why? Because we are to qualify for a heat wave, you need at least 2 consecutive days of 105 degrees or greater, which we are seeing. However, it's required that you have overnight lows of 80 degrees or greater, which we are not seeing. So we are not quite in a heat wave, although it'll feel like it. Hottest day of the week is going to be Tuesday, Wednesday 105, and then your 4th of July forecast looks to be nice and sunny with a high of 103 degrees. Overnight lows there in the 70s. In our Kern River Valley, nice and warm there, triple digits to start out the week, cooling down, if you even want to call it that, to 98 by Thursday. And over in our mountains, lastly, a good 10 degrees cooler there all week. Breezy conditions to start off the week, and then overnight lows there in the 60s. So if you need to escape, head over to the mountains because they're going to be experiencing much more pleasant temperatures.
Okay, wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Lauren. And one of Bakersfield's most powerful people